Everyone, my name is Adnan Syed. I'm the director for the Talent Accelerators program, as well as I'm a manager for research in the Faculty of Science here at Ryerson University. Just in terms of a housekeeping rule, if you could kindly, keep your mics on mute and keep your videos off. As you're aware, we are live streaming this as well. And any questions you have during the presentation, please feel free to put them in the chat, and I will be addressing questions towards the end of the session. There will be quite a lot of time available for you to ask all your questions to us so that you comprehend the program and how it could possibly be worthwhile for you. So to start off, just going to do a land acknowledgement. Here I'm in Toronto, or it's also known as Toronto. So Toronto is in the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and the Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. And we hope to carry ourselves that way as we deliver these programming in this region. So in terms of the agenda, we'll go over the welcome and overview of the TechTalent Accelerator to give you a sense of what it is. Then we'll really get into the nitty-gritty of the ExperienceTech program about eligibility and the application process. And we've really kept a wide amount of time available for Q&A with you. If you have any questions, you can ask us then as well. So in the meantime, if you don't mind, in the chat, if I could find out from you, what program are you in, and what year are you in? And if you're an alumni, it'd be good to know that as well. So what month and year you graduated would be great to find out. And if you don't mind keeping that coming, thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you for that. So with that, let's get into it. What is the TechTalent Accelerator? We are a training program that's designed to launch the next generation of industry-ready talent for the Canadian IT tech sector. We are a collaborative program between our university, CompTIA, which is a global industry association for IT tech companies, and its members as well. So in terms of what does that mean? We're a training program, but what is it that we do? So you can see that in the two red bubbles that you see on our screen, that we run these two activities called ExploreTech and ExperienceTech. Now, what is ExploreTech? So ExploreTech is where, what we're doing here is we're looking to give you exposure to the tech industry. And the way we want to do this is, directly from leaders in the industry. So we host seminars where we invite leaders from the industry to talk about something innovative or some topic that would be of interest to you as individuals exploring, your career options. Which industry should you work in, which group, where do you want to grow your career, and things like that. Where do you want to head in your career? So we're really looking to provide you with content as seminars on at least once a month, where you can show up to an event and learn more about what especially the tech industry is about, because it's booming at the moment. It has some great job opportunities and ways to enter and things like that. So please, so there's one way for us to have you, consider it and make an informed consent about, informed, decision about wanting to work in this industry. And then we also host at least one hackathon a year. So this year we're looking to do this in the spring, summer. So we will host a hackathon where we'll identify a challenge through a company partner that we have, and then we would pose that to students to form groups and propose solutions back to them. And this would happen either virtually. We haven't decided yet whether it will be virtual or in person because of this transition phase we're in right now. But please anticipate that coming up in the spring, summer. And then the other bubble, and so these two activities I mentioned, as long as you're a student here at XU, I should actually call it, here you are open to attend and participate in the seminars. And honestly, if you're a community member as well who's interested in learning about this, you're welcome to join our innovation seminars and and the hackathon students or recent alumni from X University. And then with the other program, which is what our information session today is about. So this is called ExperienceTech. And this is open to, final year students only. And those are the students that are eligible to apply to our program. And the way this program works is really what we're trying to do, as you can see in like this arrow below, it says, discipline to industry. So as you all mentioned, I see that there's participants here from medical physics, mechanical, comp eng, biomedical eng, ITM, geographic analysis, and others programs. Now, in your programs, what you're gaining from our university is that, you're gaining subject matter knowledge about this specific discipline, be it mechanical engineering or computer engineering or ITM or others. So what you're becoming really as you graduate from our university is subject matter experts to a degree with getting this degree from the university. However, as soon as you step outside this door and you're like, I'm looking to start my career and launch my career, where do I go? So essentially, the places of work, the way companies and businesses have organized themselves is as industries. So we're specifically focused on one priority industry here in Canada called the tech industry, IT tech industry. And we're looking to help you orient yourself and get some really good context about how the tech industry works so you can navigate your career in it. So that's really the essence of our program. And the way we do this is we have some training that you go through. This is not for any university credit. We do issue badges that you can highlight in your LinkedIn and other places. But what we do is we offer industry readiness training, what we call it. And we've had leaders in the industry develop this training for us. For them to, we ask the question to the industry to say, when a new talent shows up to your company, what contextual knowledge about the industry do you want them to know about? And we've then created a whole set of modules around this so that you get a better understanding of what the tech industry is about. Then also in our partnership with CompTIA, with whom we founded this program, they also have industry leading certification courses that they offer. And through our program, our participants get one CompTIA certification course for free. So you get to select which one, and we provide you access to a self-paced learning course, as well as the exam voucher, as well as a retake if it's needed for you to do the retake. So I just want to acknowledge CompTIA for providing that support to our program. So once you do those two training, then we, at the same time, we place you in our talent acquisition service that we promote to the industry for them to kind of look through our talent pool on a regular basis and select individuals to interview and hire for a 4-month internship. Sorry, excuse me, I'm just going to drink some water. My throat's gone completely dry. Sorry about that. So in essence, what we're trying to do here is, as you're about to, transition out of being a student and becoming a new grad, we're looking to transition you into the tech industry, at least as a first opportunity to become an employee in the industry and take your first step in the industry through us. And with that, this is the advisory board that we developed this program with. So it is developed with industry and by industry for new talent like yourselves. So I know we have Rita Longcar, our advisory board chair, is in the audience. So I'll just request her to step up and say a few words. Thank you, Rita.
Hi, thank you, Adnan, and welcome everyone today. I'm so happy to see so many people from different faculties here for the presentation and to understand what the opportunity is. My name, as Adnan said, is Rita Longcar. I've been in the IT industry for 20 plus years, not to give away my age. But I started, at the bottom. I was a receptionist at an IT company. So I had to work really hard and long to get to where I am today, which is at Checkpoint Canada. I am running the strategic and federal sales team. So I'm the director of sales here at Checkpoint. And worked really hard. I wish there was an opportunity with a program like this back then. I didn't know what the opportunity was in IT. So the fact that you're from different faculties coming into a potential IT, the IT industry for potential roles is wonderful, because they're not all just coding. And this is what we set out to prove. We're very passionate about bringing that next generation of workforce into the IT industry and take all companies to the next level, because we all know now that there's a bit of technology in every company across the board. So you really have a lot of reach when you're in technology. Like I said, I'm with Checkpoint Canada, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that. So Checkpoint Canada is a leading cybersecurity company, global cybersecurity company that provides its customers with leading cybersecurity, the best security in the world. And our solutions are robust and uncompromised. We're very successful. And one other thing, and one of the reasons I came to Checkpoint is it shared my values, and my values are encouraging the next generation of IT, like I said, as well as equality, diversity in the workforce. And I'd like to point out that Checkpoint actually has a majority female senior leadership team, which is wonderful. And I'm very excited about that. That just was a recent announcement. So thank you all for being here today. Tell the folks in your faculties and your friends about the program. We're always welcoming new students into the program for opportunities to join our IT industry. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rita. Really appreciate this.
My pleasure.
Awesome. So with that, what I wanted to just point out to you is just, mentioning some of the companies that are involved and organizations that are involved in our program, just to give you a kind of a snapshot of the companies and organizations that either have in the past or are currently taking talent from our program, just to give you an idea here. And then let's get into it. So really now the next phase of this information session is going to be all about, eligibility. And because we are open, this program is open to undergraduate students, graduate students, as well as recent alumni. We have to go through and describe, what that eligibility looks like for each of you. So that's what we'll do next. And then finally, we will end with just a brief walkthrough of how the application looks like. And then we'll be open for Q&A with all of you. So then let's get into it in terms of the undergraduate program. So as you can see, you need to be currently enrolled as a full-time domestic student here at the university. And you can be in any discipline, in any faculty at the university, as long as you're a full-time domestic undergraduate student. And then the second bullet is about, you need to be a final year student. So you should be looking to graduate in April of 2022 or in August of 2022. And we will seek a confirmation through the RAMS portal that you're actually able to, you have submitted an application to graduate. That will be a confirmation we'll be looking for from you. And then what we want you to be able to do is you are open to being asked to interview by our company partners. And to be selected for an internship, be it so if you're graduating in April, we're looking to place you for May. If you're graduating in August, we're looking to place you in September for at least a 4-month internship. And then in order, as you will, as you are graduating and you will become a new grad while you're doing this internship, there is a need to maintain your student status in order for us to facilitate wage subsidies and things like that with the employer partners that we have. So for that, we do enroll you in a course called the Professional Skills Development Zone course. Again, this has nothing to do with your degree program. You would graduate like you are planning to now. And it also has no cost to you in terms of like additional tuition or anything. It's a free course. We would enroll you in that, and there would be a few items in there, like 2 modules you have to complete for this course as well. That'll help us get you eligible for the status and the wage subsidies for the company partners we work with. So that's for the undergraduate students in terms of eligibility. Now, if you're a graduate student, now at our university, we have kind of two streams of graduate students. It's either a thesis-based master's or PhD, or usually it's a master's that is course-based. So the thesis-based one, you can be a domestic or an international graduate student at the university. Again, any discipline works. And you have to have your coursework and your research completed, and you should be in your writing phase by either April of 2022 or August of 2022. And then because you're a thesis-based student, you have a thesis supervisor, and we do seek that you consult your supervisor, and the supervisor signs off on agreeing and accepting that, you know, this is the stage of the program you're at in order for you to be eligible to apply. If you're a course-based master's student, you need to be a full-time domestic student, and then graduate student, and then again, similar to the undergrads, you're either graduating in April of 2022 or August, and with a RAMS proof that you'll be doing this. And then also very similar to the undergraduates, you need to be open to being interviewed by our company partners that select you to be considered for roles in their companies. And then for us to facilitate wage subsidies, you would be open to enrolling in this PSDZ course that we're mentioning here. Now, we also have our program open to recent alumni. So just wanting to share the boundaries of that. So if you graduated from the university on or after August of 2021, again, there's a way you can export a proof through your RAMS portal. That's how you would show it, so that you are eligible to apply to our program. And same thing, you need to be open to the interviews, as well as be open to doing that PSDZ course that we've mentioned there. Okay, so that's essentially our eligibility for the three criteria: grad students, undergraduate students, and alumni. And then lastly, you know, I'll just describe what this looks like in terms of an application process. So our website has a link to our Google form application that you would need to fill out. And the deadline would be the end of the month. So Jessica, if you don't mind putting that in the chat, what the deadline would be for this round. And then in terms of what we need you to do, you know, the first thing is please verify that you are eligible, and go into RAMS and pull out that verification. Or if you're a thesis-based grad student, please talk to your supervisor to get them to sign off on a PDF that we have on our website to confirm your eligibility. And the second piece is, and this is important, the three things that now I'll mention are quite important, because this is what we put forward to our company partners from the talent that apply to us. What we put forward here are three things. One is a pitch yourself. So what that means is basically, you know, instead of a cover letter, what we ask you to do is write 650 characters about, you know, why you want to work in the tech industry. So it comes out to about 3-4 sentences. So need it to be concise and need it to be a pitch, literally about yourself and why you want to be in the industry. And then the second, the item number 4 here is a behavioral question. So here, what we want to do is, you know, give our company partners a sample of an interview response from our talent. When you go into the Google form application, you will see the question that we ask you is one that we ask all of you get the same question, which is, you know, if a manager gives you a task and you don't know how to do it, how would you respond? How would you respond to that? And then what we ask you to do is, you know, in 1 minute maximum, please, you know, record a raw video. We don't want it edited, no graphics or anything like that. It needs to be a raw 1 minute video recorded on your phone or recorded through your computer, where you introduce yourself briefly and you respond to that behavioral question. Okay, so these three things are very important. These are what we put forward to our company partners about you, for them to consider interviewing you for roles in their organizations. Okay, so make sure, especially the resume, make sure that if you're able to, please go to the Career Center, or if you're in the business school, the Career Hub, and get your resumes checked out. Make sure they're of good quality. There's no typos. The formatting is consistent, and it's presentable. And also just highlighting the resume piece. Please, what we need are text-based resumes. So if your resume is like a graphic that you're embedding in like a PDF, just the way our system works, that's not something we can intake. So definitely, please consider just doing a resume in Word, and converting that to a PDF. And it shouldn't be encrypted or locked in any way, as a PDF as well. All right, and then the fifth item is really, this is our verification just from the system that you're where you say you are in your program, which is, so what we ask you to do is provide your unofficial transcript, so that we can just review that as administrative staff for the program. Your transcript is not, and I want to say it again, the transcript is not shared with anybody. It is kept within our program only for the purposes of verifying your stage or a point in the program that you're indicating in the application. And then the sixth item, which we'll ask you to do in this Google form, is really pick your CompTIA course. So CompTIA is a suite of over 10 certification courses going from IT fundamentals to really getting into the sophisticated side of things like Security Plus or Data Plus that they've just launched, and others. So please, go on the CompTIA website, look at their certification courses, and pick something that aligns with you. So if you haven't done coding and you haven't done a cybersecurity related, even a general course in your undergrad, then if you're taking Security Plus, that's probably going to be too much for you to take or handle as your initial entry into the tech industry training. Please consider the level of knowledge you have and what will help you get to the next level with any of those certification courses that are there. So if you're really brand new to the tech industry and you're in a non-technical or non-computer science related discipline, then maybe consider doing the initial one, which is IT Fundamentals Plus as well. So that's a suggestion. But again, you get to pick which course you select. We then engage CompTIA and get you the voucher so that you can have access to one course for free. And these are $1,200 value if you were to go purchase it yourself. So you do get access to that right away as soon as we've deemed you eligible for our program. And then finally, please, by the March 25th deadline that Jessica's put in the chat, please submit these forms to us by March 25th. We do go through a round of review. So we'll actually review your resume, your pitch, and your question, and we will likely come back to you to fix something or the other. And then you would need to respond and send us the updated drafts. And that would then be moved on to you being eligible and enrolled in our program and getting access to the training and being made available for interviews to our company partners. And then, as a last piece, I do want to mention this, especially to set expectations where they are. So, the roles we facilitate are the minimum you can anticipate is a $10,000 16-week internship is what we facilitate. So that's the bare minimum. And then above that, it would be up to the employer if they're looking to offer anything above that. But really, if you're looking for something that's, you're a 16-week internship that should be at least 15,000 or 20,000 over the 16 weeks, then we may not be the right program for you to get your foot in the door. Usually, at least the past internships we have facilitated have been at the $10,000 mark for a 16-week internship. And again, the whole goal here is simply to get you 16 weeks of work experience with your foot in the door, with as much industry context training as possible that we can give you, which is the CompTIA course and our industry readiness training as well. All right, so that's basically the application process. And with that, I'm open to questions. Our email is on the screen. If you want to email us a question later on, if you remember one, that's the email to send it to. If there's any questions you have right now, I think what we'll do is we will stop our live stream and the recording, and we'll just make it